Here's a new product from VEVOR I just got. I like to call these road boxes, and because that's usually what I use them for. If I'm going on the road, it's really nice to have a nice organized set of tools that you can just pick up and transfer from one car to another. And I have a couple of other ones, and I just wanted to see what what this one was like. So maybe you guys could, if you were looking at this one, maybe you could see what you're getting. Chrome vanadium. Oh, the sockets have that. Let's see if I can get you guys up close enough. They have that little drilled edge in the corners. If you look at that, that's to help these not spin on the bolts, to strip out the bolts. It helps them not strip out bolts. It also helps them not break as easy. Like your cheaper socket, it won't be rounded in the corner like that. It'll be squared off. So that's kind of good. That's a good thing there. Let's see what the ratchets are like. Oh, well, it's fine teeth. Really nice fine teeth. It looks like if you needed to, you could take it apart. I don't know if they sell kits for these, but they do have a, what's that called? Torx. Yeah, nice little Torx. Feels pretty good. I like the way the ratchets feel. I don't know if you guys noticed, but some of the Craftsman ratchets are just not that great of quality. I really don't like them. And Craftsman back in the 80s, 70s was pretty good. Now it's just But see, if you turn this one, it's kind of sticks and stuff. This is a Craftsman ratchet, and see, it sticks and it skips. You hear that? All the newer Craftsman ratchets I get are kind of like this, and I don't know, just maybe the spring tension isn't very good on the ratcheting mechanism. I find them to skip a lot. Just really not been happy with, and these ones I bought like 10 years ago, I think, or 10 or 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, and time goes by quicker when you get older. But you listen to that one, and this one here. This one turns really nice and even. So you turn it this way. Real fine teeth. Nice and even. That's a decent ratchet. Not bad. I mean, this is not, like I said, this is not maybe going to be your mechanic set, or maybe it's your first tool set. I remember my first tool sets weren't even this good. So it comes with some pretty good size sockets. So you got American, and you go up to 7/8. 13/16, so you can use this as your 22 millimeter if you needed to for metric. That works the same. And then it goes up to 1 inch. Is that 1 inch? Yeah, 1 inch on the short ones. So you got your 15/16. So that does a lot of stuff. That'll do your 24 millimeter. So 22, 7/8, and 24 millimeter will do that. So you have actually do have a 22 millimeter in this size. So it goes 22. Let's see, the other thing you always want to look for, does it skip any sizes? Well, it does. Or yeah, so 17, 15, right? There's no 16 in there. But I believe the 16 can be interchanged with something. I can't, 5/8 or 11/16. Well, that's two, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. So you can actually get the job done on the side of the road is what I'm trying to show you. And it goes all the way down to, what is that? 5/32s? 3/16, 5/32s, and all the way down to 4 millimeters. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that's all in 1/4 inch drive. 14, then it goes back to a 10 in 3/8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They got a 16 in the 3/8 drive. So you do have that. So there's options here, okay? You got your 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 21. Now, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this, and then I'm going to tell you about my Craftsman episodes with ratchets. One of the pet peeves I have with these guys used to be they would always leave a wrench size out of the set. And so people go, oh, Craftsman's really good. They used to have those $9.99 or whatever sets, or $19.99, and they'd always leave one wrench size out. And so to get the whole set, you had to go down and buy that extra wrench. The one wrench was always $10. So I did not like that about Craftsman. Tell me how you guys feel about that. That used to really be a pet peeve of mine. And one of the reasons I went to like SK back years ago is because of that. So the biggest wrench in here is a 15 millimeter. Be nice if it had a bigger set with that. Wish it had up to a 19. And then the biggest one over here is 9/16. So they got 9/16, half inch, 7/16, 3/8, and oh, that has a nice 5/16. So if you guys have a General Motors car, you have that 5/16 battery terminal, and it is a 6-point wrench. So you're not going to round that. Comes in handy on the road. And then this one, that could also fit for your 8 millimeter. So you could use your 5/16 for your 8 millimeter. Okay, and you've got your 10 millimeter here. So, and it's a 12 point. So sometimes you really need the 12 points. More of the time you're gonna need those in the metric. But, oh wait, is that, sorry. Is that, it is a 12 point. Both are 12 points, sorry about that guys. I thought it was a 6 point, which would have been nice. But you do have a quarter 5/16 socket, so you could fix your battery terminal with that. So, and it's a 6 point. Okay, all the sockets are 6 point right here. What's that one? 6 point. All these 6 points. These are all things you can't see if you just were going to buy the set until you get it home and you find out. Oh wow! So this one's 6 point. Let's see, are all these 6 point? Let's look. 6 point. These are all 6 point, this whole set. So it's pretty good. I mean, you do have, the bummer is, you know, these are kind of a pain. You have the things, but this would work to get you out of a situation. You don't have any kind of pry bar. You don't have a set of channel locks or something like that. So whenever you're on the road doing something, if you were to bring this set with you, bring along a set of channel locks, some screwdrivers, and some larger wrench sizes. So you're going to want to bring those along with you if you're going to do a long road trip. But this thing would get you out of a pinch for a lot of things. So, because it's got a lot of combinations. It has, the other thing that's good I noticed when I was looking at it online is it has, a lot of these ones, you won't have the longer extension. A lot of times they'll only have a short extension. And when you have this extension, you can double them, right? You're on the road, you need that longer extension. You can double them here. And then you can change it to 1/4 inch drive if you need. And you can add some more extensions. Okay, I don't think it has an adapter from this size to the other, but you do have the 1/4 inch drive adapter here. So you could make a pretty long extension by stacking this and these two, and most of your sets don't have that. So that's kind of cool. It does have a 5/8 and a 13/16 socket for your spark plugs. That's not going to fit all of them, but that's quite a few. Your most common. For your Volkswagen, you're going to have this one if you have the early engine, early regular stock heads, so it has the spark plug for that. So it does have a lot of good tools in here. I'm just trying to be thorough enough so that if you look at this video and you're looking at that thing online, then you could make a decision easier whether you want it or not. I think it's a pretty worthy set. It looks like the quality is, you know, it's about like Warrior Harbor Freight or Pittsburgh. I think that's what they call them, the cheaper ones, Pittsburgh. But the easier thing about Harbor Freight, again, is you have the warranty. But the way that this set's formatted in this case, it is a really sturdy case too. So I kind of like that. And of course, if you get one of these, hang on to the foam, because when you shut it, you're going to want that. But the latches on the case are pretty good. Which I found, you know, like the Harbor Freight, that my big beef with a lot of their stuff is the cases that their stuff is in. If you're going to use it as a road box, and that's why I don't have a Harbor Freight road box. I have a Stanley, I have a channel lock one, and now I have this one. The reason I don't use those as a road box is because the cases are horrible. So, you know, this one here has a nice case. So this doesn't look like it's something that's going to go decrepit like a lot of them do right after you get it. You know, I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying what I'm looking at. All right. So if you're thinking about a road box, you know, you less often you're worried about warranties and stuff like that when you're on a road box. You just want them to work to get you to get the car fixed. And this one seems like it will do the job. It's very nice. It's very heavy. So that maybe that tells me that the steel is a little better. Usually better steel is heavier than cheap steel. So anyway, a couple things to know about this set if you were looking at it. Anyway, that's it for that, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you like it. And please like, share, and subscribe.